Professor of Silchars, Assam University, and his wife and son, who were at the incident site at Pahalgam at the time of the attack, had a narrow, or rather miraculous escape. According to inputs coming in, Professor Debashish Bhattacharjee and his family tried to hide behind the trees when the attack took place, but in vain. The terrorists traced Professor Bhattacharjee and held a gun to his forehead. As per sources, it was the recitation of the kalma that saved Professor Bhattacharjee and his family. So a narrow escape for this family from Assam. So this is a big story coming in from Assam. A professor of Silchars, Assam University, and his wife and son, who were also present at Pahalgam during the time of the incident, had a narrow escape, or should we say a miraculous escape. According to inputs that are coming in, Professor Debashish Bhattacharjee and his family tried to hide behind the trees when the attack took place, but it all went in vain. The terrorists traced Professor Bhattacharjee and held a gun to his forehead. As per sources' inputs, it was the recitation of the kalma that saved Professor Bhattacharjee and his family. So a narrow escape indeed for this family from Assam. So these are photographs of Professor Bhattacharjee, his wife and his son. Sources are saying that they were at the site of the incident where the militants unleashed terror attack on unsuspecting civilians. Now, what sources are telling us right now at this point in time is that Professor Bhattacharjee and his family, his wife and his son, tried to hide behind the trees during the attack, but unfortunately, the terrorists were able to trace them, and what ensued next, what happened next, was a very scary scene. The terrorists held a gun to Professor Bhattacharjee's forehead, but it was at that moment that Professor Bhattacharjee was able to recite the kalma that resulted in a miraculous escape of him and his family, his wife and son. So Professor Bhattacharjee and his wife and son had a narrow escape, but it was a miraculous escape. They were able to fool the terrorists, they were able to fool the evil forces, and they were able to escape the tragedy. So this story is coming in from Assam's Silchar. Professor Bhattacharjee and his family, his wife and son, had a narrow escape. So viewers, these photographs that you are able to see, these are photographs of Professor Bhattacharjee, his wife and their son. They had a miraculous escape. According to inputs, they tried to hide behind trees during the time of the attack, but the militants were able to trace them. And Professor Bhattacharjee experienced one of the scariest times of his life when the terrorists held a gun to his forehead. But it was the kalma, that he was able to recite the kalma, that saved not only his life, but the life of his son and wife as well. So joining us on this live broadcast is my colleague from Silchar, Bikram. Bikram, a miraculous escape. Professor Bhattacharjee, his wife and son were at at Pahalgam at the time of the incident. Now, a very miraculous escape indeed. Bikram, what details do you have now? Where are they? What details do you have now?
Yes, and we have the information that we are bringing in now. Yesterday, after the incident which has occurred, where the life of 28 Indians been taken by the terrorists in the jihadi attack. Among them, a narrow escape been made by one of the family from southern Assam's Sribhumi district, who is a professor of in Assam University, Debashish Bhattacharjee and his family, along with his wife and his son, they went to the Kashmir at Pahalgam. They were at the site of the spot when the entire incident episode of happened. As per the information we have, that when we had to talk, that now they are shifting the hotel, because after the incident they were being kept in a hotel, in a safe hotel, and now they are shifting themselves from that very hotel where they were kept yesterday. They are going to the hotel where they have booked, and now they are making an easy escape to the spot. As the information we are having at Chipan, that yesterday when the entire episode was going on of killing the innocent people, this family, the three of the members were there. They are trying to hide themselves in the grove, in the tree bushes, but their hiding place was been compromised, and some of the terrorists, they put a gun
Right,
on the
right,
forehead
Bikram.
of Debashish Bhattacharjee and their family.